hit some anytime goal scorers as well as safe shots on goal for some of these goalies. Give me both teams to score in the first period. That's coming in at plus 185 compared to the over 1.5 that is at minus 120. Okay, you guys ready? Let's make some frickin' money. It's time for Puck It with Joe. Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It is December 10th, and it's time for Puck It with Joe over here on YouTube and X. Now, if you're watching on X and you want to get involved in the convo, make sure you do come over here to YouTube. It is a lot of fun. Timothy, does Calgary keep rolling? That is the question of the day against the Detroit Red Wings. Going to be definitely a hard battle for them out there on the ice. They're going to have Devin Cooley completely on point in this matchup, and offensively, they're going to have to bring it because we know this Red Wings team has been firing that puck, and they should be able to get some goals. So we'll get into that one. We're going to start off with the first game here. I want to say happy Wednesday to Matt and Joe. Thanks for being here today. Joe rolling with his Seattle Kraken. They're on the money line and Connor Bedard for 2+ points. I don't hate Connor Bedard of the Chicago Blackhawks for 2+ points. We're going to get into that one as we talk the battle of the original six first. Now, you guys, as always, I will do the recap at the end of the show. So anyone looking to come back later, you definitely can. And I'll have that recap up as soon as we finish here. Let's jump into the original six meeting. We have the New York Rangers taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, in this one, the Rangers coming in at minus 142 on the money line. It is so pricey. This team has won the last 5 meetings in Chicago. So they've been able to come in and dominate, but I'm not looking at them to do so in this game. For me, it's a Chicago Blackhawks or pass, and this is actually one of my favorite games of the day. I do think Chicago is live. Now, they were plus 122 earlier. They're now plus 118, so money is starting to come in on Chicago moving that line. Plus 1.5, of course, that puck line, unbettable, but if you did a note puck line here for Chicago and laid one, I wouldn't hate it. Now, we got a total of 5.5 in this. I do expect Chicago to put up their share of goals. Not sure what we're going to see out of the New York Rangers. When we look at your goaltending matchup, it is Igor Shesterkin versus Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight, really solid numbers between the pipes. He's got a .914 save percentage, a 2.62 goals against average. Igor Shesterkin, .913 save percentage and a 2.46 goals against average. Now, with the New York Rangers, my reasoning for taking Chicago, other than the fact that Chicago is coming home from a road trip that was bad, losing those last two. Sunday, they lost that one on the road to the Ducks 7-1. It's also the Rangers scheduling spot. 3 of their last 4 games have gone to overtime. I think we're going to see tired legs from the New York Rangers in this one. They are home on Saturday versus Montreal. So this is game 3 of 4. Or sorry, this is game 4, I believe, out there on the road. I just don't love it, right? Like, this is a really hard situation for them. We are looking at the Chicago Blackhawks coming home from a road trip. So it's never a good spot, right? So they're home off 4 games out there on the road. They lost to Vegas, a shootout loss 4-3. They beat the LA Kings 2-1, but then they lost to the LA Kings 2 nights later, 6-0. And then on that second night, so they played on Saturday. Second night was Sunday's game versus the Anaheim Ducks. They lost 7-1. They're going to look to get back on track, especially with their scheduling spot. So they're home off a bad road trip. Then they're back out on the road on Friday versus the St. Louis Blues. They cannot let this game slip away from them here. So this team is really pushing. I love where Joe went with 2+ points for Connor Bedard. I think it is a great look here. These two teams play tight when they play each other. The underdog normally covering that puck line. So if you do see in this game, the Rangers go up first, come back in on Chicago plus the 1.5. They're sitting 12-2 at home on that puck line. So they're a strong team on the puck line at home. New York Rangers have been out there on the road going 13-4, but a lot of these situations they have been the dog, which weighs into those numbers. So it's all about the Chicago Blackhawks on the money line for me for the game at plus 118. And then first period, you can still get them at minus 106. I think they come out with a bang. So Connor Bedard, Frank Nazar, Tara Vinen are your playmakers that I would look at here for Chicago. when you're looking at the New York Rangers, there's no denying what Mika Zibanejad has been able to do. He's on he's on the top line in the top power play. He's also on a 7-game point streak. He's got 9 points over the last 7 games, and over his last 17 games, 18 points. So he's been flying out there on the ice. So definitely look at Mika Zibanejad if you want to look at anyone for the Rangers. But otherwise, for me, it's all about Chicago. Connor Bedard, anytime goal. DeBrincat, 2+ points. Carter Verhaeghe, anytime goal. And Quinton Byfield for 2+ points. I love it. I love that you're spreading it out over those games, you guys. DeBrincat there for 2. Carter Verhaeghe of the Florida Panthers. Quinton Byfield of the LA Kings. So definitely check those out. I like them. What's up? I hope your day's going great, Blake. Next game on deck, you guys. We do have the Detroit Red Wings taking on my Calgary Flames. Timothy brought this one up. Let's just see where current lines are sitting. This is a straight pick 'em here, -110 to either side. The total sitting at 6.5. Now, Devin Cooley, between the pipes here for Calgary, is he's pretty solid. He's the goalie, if you didn't see, that said he trains with virtual reality kind of stuff before games. But he's got a .920 save percentage of 2.17 goals against average. And then you have Cam Toppert on the other side. Not great numbers so far this year. .884 save percentage of 3.01 goals against average. My concern with the Red Wings is this is a prime letdown spot, at least in my mind. They're coming off winning their last 2. They beat Vancouver, which they never roll into Vancouver and get those wins. They won that one on Monday, 4-0. So game 4 of a 6-game road trip. They're at Edmonton tomorrow. So they play here and then they travel to Edmonton. And lucky for my brother, he's going to be at the Calgary game tonight. And then he's headed up to Edmonton to watch the Red Wings play the Edmonton Oilers because for some reason he wants to see Connor McDavid play while he's over from Australia. So who knows? I don't question him, but yeah, it should be good. So my mom won't be in the building tonight. He's going to be going up to the Calgary game today, and then he'll go to the Edmonton game tomorrow with my mom. So he has my mom's ticket tonight for the Flames game. So we'll see. You guys know that trend with my mama in the building. The Flames seem to get those wins. They've won the last 3 and their last 4 at home. Monday, they got the 7-4 win over the Buffalo Sabres. 2 empty netters in that game. That game was nuts. That is for sure. I actually got to watch it with my brother, which was really nice. He's here for a couple more weeks now. So great to have him here over the holidays. But you're looking at a Red Wings team that I just think the scheduling spot is bad. I think it's a look ahead. I'm going to look at the Red Wings first period, and then I think Calgary wins it 4-3. So hold your breath, you guys. I think the Red Wings first period money line at -102 makes so much sense. Laying a half a goal on the puck line gets you +180. You know I'm putting a half unit on both. And then Calgary full game to get the win. So if I think the Red Wings are going to go up first, this is the straight pick 'em now, -110. What I will be doing is hoping this game plays out the way that I'm thinking it will in that first period. And then when I'm getting better value when Calgary's down a goal, coming back in on Calgary, I won't bet them before this game. If I lose that because we lose the bet of the Red Wings in the first period, then so be it. And Calgary just continues to roll and never becomes that dog situation, then so be it. But I do want more value for a Calgary Flames team that while they've won their last 4 at home, won their last 3, this is still a team that's 12, 15, and 4 on the season. So you gotta be careful with some of these teams. Now we have seen the Red Wings win the last 4 first periods versus Calgary as well. So that is your trend. They've also covered the puck line in their last 6 versus the Calgary Flames. Lucas Raymond and Dylan Larkin are both leading this team with 32 points for the Red Wings. Nazem Kadri been getting those assists for Calgary. He's got 20 assists, 6 goals, so 26 points so far. You got great playmakers and great people stepping up, but Flames, it is full game. Red Wings first period, for sure. Yeah, the day's going great. So far, so good. Sun is shining, if you guys can't tell, straight in my window. The weather is dropping tomorrow, I guess. So we're going to move on to the next game. The Florida Panthers and the Utah Mammoth. The next 2 games, you guys, it's chalk for me. Why isn't Florida a bigger favorite, though? They're only -114. The Utah Mammoth -105. And then a total of 5.5. -130 to the over 5.5. You got Bobrovsky versus Ramelka. You've got a Utah team that's 7-4-1 at home on the season. So yeah, definitely better at home. Florida starting to turn things around, right? We know this team, once everyone is healthy, has every ability to make a push to make the cup again. And they have the playmakers to be able to do so. I don't think this is like the Super Bowl hangover that we see out there on the football field. This is just them dealing with injuries and just floating right around that 500 mark. They're now 14-12-2 on the season. Bobrovsky between the pipes. They have won their last two. They beat the Isles Sunday at home 4-1. So they hit the road for a 4-game road trip. This is where my concern comes. Okay. So the Avs are on deck tomorrow. That's a hard one here for the Florida Panthers. It's an easy one for them to look past Utah. The Utah Mammoth have allowed 2.9 goals per game, 24.7 shots. They got a kill of 82.4%, and they're only averaging 3 goals, 28.4 shots with a weak power play at 15.1. So I do think Florida could be in a situation where they think they're just going to come in here nicely, take a win over Utah, and Utah could really push. So Utah has lost their last two. 4-2 loss to the Kings after returning home from a 6-game road trip. So this is game 2 from being home. They do have the Kraken on deck on Friday. I would look Florida money line, first period puck line, the puck line laying the half a goal in the first period, and then get in, get out. I don't even feel that great about it. So I did also look at their team total. This is probably where I kind of like it better. I just don't trust the defense here of Utah. Ramelka between the pipes. You can look at the team total for Florida over 2.5. The problem is the books had it -168. I then looked at the alt total over 3.5. Plus 150 doesn't give me enough value. So this is a hard one, you guys, because Florida's the right team, but are they looking ahead to Colorado? So I don't think they can take their foot off the gas in any of these games, but you could get a situation where they do. The LA Kings versus the Seattle Kraken. There is no look-ahead situation for the Kings here. Just look for laying the chalk here with the Kings. The Kings are coming in at -142. So that's a lot of juice to lay. That is too much for me. If it's not too much for you, I'm normally around that 144 range, but 142 I don't love. 5.5 is that total. Darcy Kemper versus Joey Daccord. So Joey Daccord, 891 save percentage for Seattle. 2.99 goals against average, while Darcy Kemper, 2.23 goals against average and 914 save percentage. The Seattle Kraken, I don't even know if they can remember when they won their last game. They have lost their last 6 games. They are now 0-2-1 on no days rest this season. They're coming off a second night of a back-to-back. This is a team that really needs to find a win. But after losing at home last night to the Minnesota Wild 4-1, are they going to be able to get things done? They did a great job in the first period, but we know Minnesota 5-on-5 hockey, they're inconsistent out there, can't find the back of the net a lot of the time, and it's not the case for this Kings team. So I really do struggle here with doing anything with Seattle other than their team total. They have a team total of 2.5. You're going to have to lay the juice at -120 to the under. But I do think it's the right way to go. Now, could they win it 2-1 in that case? Yeah, they could absolutely win it 2-1. But I'm not betting a team that's lost their last 6. I just can't get there. The LA Kings have won their last 2. Monday versus Utah. They're on the road, got the 4-2 win. They're on a quick 2-game road trip, and then they're home versus Calgary on Saturday. So give me the Kings. Give me the Kings to come out nice and solid. If you want to look at them over 3.5 goals, I don't blame you. I think the Kings can push this into a higher scoring game, but I could also see them winning this 3-2 in a game where they allow, 1 extra goal more than they should have, but still keep us under the 2.5 for that team total for the Seattle Kraken. Now, I'll go back to Kevin Fiala because I took him in the last game and it didn't cash for me. But I do like Kevin Fiala and Kopitar to come out nice and strong. Kopitar has been firing that freaking puck. He needs a little bit of puck luck out there. I do think he finds the back of the net as well. So on the second night of a back-to-back, those trends are completely against Seattle. You got a Seattle team that's just above 500 at home, 6-5-3, 11-10-6 on the season. But Seattle, with no days rest, last season went 0-12. This season are already 0-2-1 on no days rest. With just 2 goals in those 3 games so far this season. So I love their team total under 2.5. I think it is a great way to go. So that is where I'm going. Yeah, Lucas Raymond, definitely a good look for Lucas Raymond today. So you guys, it is time to get in to the recap here. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday, December 10th. I can't believe we are 15 days away from Christmas. Let me know who you're spending Christmas with this year. I hope that you get to see all of your loved ones. Like I said, my brother is in town for a little bit longer here, so he'll be home for Christmas, but well, back home in Australia for Christmas, sadly, but he's here till right before. So happy to have the time with him now and watch a couple of these games. But it is recap time, you guys. We're going to jump into the first game here, the Battle of the Original Six. Give me the Chicago Blackhawks money line plus 118 now. First period money line at minus 102. Connor Bedard for 2+ points. Look at Tara Vinen and Nazar for their points as well. On the other side, I do think Mika Zibanejad, if you're looking for someone, that's who I'd circle for the Rangers. The Detroit Red Wings and the Calgary Flames. Give me Detroit first period money line at minus 102. Puck line minus a half a goal at plus 180. And then give me the value for Calgary to come back and get the win. I think Calgary wins is 4-3, but Detroit goes up first. Lucas Raymond, Dylan Larkin are your playmakers there for the Red Wings. Nazem Kadri is who I would circle for Calgary. The Florida Panthers versus the Utah Mammoth. Give me Florida. First period puck line laying a half a goal. Great plus money. Money line at minus 112. I worry with Colorado on deck. I want to get in and out of this game for the Florida Panthers. If you're looking at playmakers, Carter Verhaeghe, you can't deny how freaking hot he is out there on the ice. I can't believe the ice isn't melting under his skates. 3-game goal streak with 6 goals in his last 6 games in total. So he is on fire, you guys. And then the LA Kings versus the Seattle Kraken. It's all about the Kings for me in this one. Give me the LA Kings to get the win. I would even take the LA Kings on the puck line, laying a goal and a half for this game. Seattle's team total under 2.5 goals in this one. They're on the second night of back-to-back. I can't see them being able to find the back of Darcy Kemper's net. So Seattle's team total under. I'm going to look at Kopitar and Fiala, both to get a goal for the LA Kings. I think the Kings win this. Either it's a 4-2 style game or it's a 5-1, right? Like, I think the Kings just come out and dominate. So that is what I'm liking out there, you guys. The 2+ points for me coming with, I'd look at Kopitar for 2+ points for the LA Kings. I'd look at Verhaeghe for 2+ points for the Florida Panthers. And then I'm going to look at Connor Bedard for 2+ points for the Chicago Blackhawks. Lucas Raymond and Dylan Larkin parlayed for a point for the Red Wings for Calgary. Nazem Kadri, I would take for a point. Let's just make sure we're getting value parlaying him here. Kadri for the point and Coronado for a point. That brings it to plus 145. So Calgary, Kadri, and Coronado for a point coming in at plus 145. For the Red Wings, it is Larkin and Raymond coming in at minus 119 parlayed for their points. So you guys, all the best in all your bets. Let's make some freaking money. Drop below this video what you're liking today out there on the ice. I'll be back tomorrow. We got a lot more games to go over tomorrow. Make sure you do hit the notification button so you know when we go live. It's always changing, you guys, because there's so much going on right now. It is a great time of year, right? College basketball, NBA, NHL, NFL, college football, those bowl games coming. You guys, it's going to be beautiful. Stay tuned to Wager Talk, Picks and Parlays, and Betting Pros for all of my content, you guys. You don't want to miss out. Go over and subscribe to those stations. I've already got my Thursday night video out on Picks and Parlays. One will be posted on Betting Pros right away here as well. So check those out. Have a great day. Join me on Last Call tomorrow as well on Wager Talk. So you guys, let's make some freaking money. I will see you back here tomorrow. You guys stay warm where you're at. Let me know the temperature where you're at so I can be jealous, because I know a lot of you are in that warm heat. But until next time, you guys, stay hot. Let's make some freaking money. Timothy, let's cash those bets. Let's go. Thanks, everyone, for joining.